True Sports episode 33 is on the air. I'm Taylor Phillips along with Louis Tenore. Right now, the Cowboys have a pending touchdown right now. As it stands right now, it's 24-0. All scoring plays have to be reviewed. Oh, this looked pretty darn close.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he got two tippy toes out of bounds before he came back in bounds, before he can make a catch and get 2 feet down clearly in the end zone, way in bounds in the end zone. As of right now, but Cowboys are stopping the Buccaneers 24-0, or at least either 24-0 or 18-0. That might be kind of it was illegal. It might have been illegal. That might have been illegal touching by Michael Gallup.
Yes.
When you go out of bounds and then come back in bounds to make the catch.
No, at least it's a lead. So I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm a heavy camper.
Yep, you are.
I am. So far.
Yep. 5 Points Vids on Twitter tweeted, "Congrats, Cowboys fans. Two more years of McCarthy."
No.
For now, yeah. And Chris Castellani at 2014, more like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coached by Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Jaguar Gator 9 tweets, "If you're the head coach and your kicker misses the first 2 extra points, or 3 missed extra points rather, attempts, 3 missed extra points,
Yes.
and they're not even close. You let them try a third, and that's not on the kicker anymore. That's entirely on you."
Yes. Right. Okay.
Is that the new program?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. You got it. I wish these messages would stop coming in. Yeesh. For now.
But right now it's 24-0. We'll have to take a look.
So far.
Thus far is right, yeah. They're still reviewing it.
Okay, it's gonna be a while.
Oh man, look like it's a touchdown. They let the touchdown stand.
Right.
Yeah, because the Buccaneer defender deflected the pass, and it's still before Michael Gallup would catch the ball for the touchdown. 4 straight missed extra points by Brett Maher, 3 tonight. See what happens here. Extra point is up, and it is no good. Off the right.
Good. This guy's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah, he's got to go. Yeah. 0 for 4 in extra point attempts.
0 for 4. What is with you?
Brett Maher, you're suck.
Fired. You're fired. I hate it in front of a national audience, but
man, it should have been 28-0.
Yeah, at least.
It was at least the last one came close. But it doinked the right post.
About to give him a doink.
Yeah, it bounced off the right post.
What a maroon.
That's unbelievable.
It's unheard of, to be honest. 4 missed extra points.
I've never seen this before.
Neither have I. I think the most I've seen is about 3.
Yeah, 3 missed extra points is a record, but now
Unde-
4 is.
Unbelievably sad. I just hope this doesn't cost you in the end. I would hate to lose to a bunch of yucks.
Yeah.
Brady. Fuck.
Yeah, Brady has got to get going. Otherwise, he ought to call it quits.
Yeah. Well, what do you expect from a
Oh, a
dinosaur?
fumble, but the ball goes out of bounds anyway. 10 minutes flat left to play in the third quarter.
I just hope we won't see any fourth quarter heroics because we've seen a lot of the unthinkable happening in the postseason so far this year. 3 of the let's see, we're in 6 now. 4 of the first 5, not counting this one, have had unbelievable turnouts. As we got into the second half, and even at the end of the first half of yesterday's Miami Buffalo game, I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, and now that's 5 consecutive overall missed extra point attempts by Brett Maher. 4 tonight.
What a boob.
Yeah, and then the upcoming weekend, Saturday at 4:30 on NBC, Jaguars at Chiefs in the AFC divisional round. Saturday 8:15, Giants at Eagles on Fox, and Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. You got on CBS. You got the Bengals at Bills, and then the winner of tonight's game goes to San Francisco to play the San Francisco 49ers Sunday at 6:30 on Fox.
Mm-hmm. Or as I call the Giants and the Eagles game, the Turnpike Battle.
3rd and 9. Now there's Stephon Diggs. But anyway, Brady in the shotgun or pistol. Bit of a weird snap, but Brady controls it well. Caught and then a fumble. Recovered by the Cowboys. Staying on his feet.
Come on.
And he gets inside the 20 to the 18.
Love it.
And now a flag has been thrown. This might be on the Buccaneers too.
Good.
Because it's after the end of the play. It's at the end of the play.
Let me hear the call.
Me too. Bad snap. That's holding on 67 White.
Yeah.
That's half the distance to the goal, and the Cowboys will have the football on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 9-yard line.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so in other words, it's 1st and goal instead of 1st and 10.
Brady, you're done. You're done.
Yeah. See what the Cowboys do here, and then see what happens with Brett Maher.
Well, I'll say one thing though.
Fumble. Hold on, they're reviewing it.
Of course. After the commercial, I'll tell you, Brady is not the same without the Gronk.
No, because Gronk I think retired, right? Yeah.
Yes, and no, he's not special either. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't think he is.
No, absolutely not. So why don't we do our true sports report? I'll do the play-by-play while you do your true sports report. So go ahead.
All right, and I'm using my computer here, and it works like a charm. All right, so first we're going to start on the ice, and the scores go like this. To start off with, the Penguins over the Ducks 4-3 in overtime. Rangers over the Blue Jackets 3-1. Because we needed that. Thank goodness. Moving up, the Stars blanked the Golden Knights 4-0. I don't know why it happened. Oh, wait, I know what's going on here. Excuse me a minute, guys. I know what's going on. Those nutty things from the feed from the yeah. Hang on. Lightning over Kraken 4-1. Devils over the Sharks 4-3 in a shootout. Interesting thing is that was the Devils scored the goal four with 9 seconds to go in regulation and went into shootout. Kind of weird. Okay, I know what's going on. I gotta erase this. Everything I get from ESPN, I get every time I get from ESPN, it always does this.
Oh yeah, those pop-up ads.
Those goofy ads. Yes, I apologize for this, folks. All right, the Predators leading the Flames 2-1 with 13:27 to go in the third. The Blues lead the Senators 2-1, 9:48 to go in the third. Bruins, which are having an incredible year, like you wouldn't believe, blanked the Flyers 6-0. The Panthers over the Sabres 4-1. Avalanche doubled up on the Red Wings 6-3. I'm sorry. Oh, and this just in, the Capitals over the Islanders 4-3 overtime. Oh,
The Buccaneers just got it back on the official review.
oh, come on.
I think it was ruled incomplete because he didn't hold. He might have not held on to the ball long enough.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll believe that. All right. And Islanders,
Godwin was
Capitals,
down before the ball came out.
yeah.
He was down by contact, so it was not incomplete, but it was down by contact before the ball came loose. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I just saw the replay.
That does make a lot of sense. Okay,
Wow.
I'll believe that. And Capitals just beat the Islanders 4-3 in overtime. Okay, so we'll go to the standings now. They go like this. Whoops. That's not the Angel. That's not the NHL. That's the NBA. All right, so let's do it again. Standings for your NHL go like this. In the Eastern Conference, in the Atlantic.
Rouse the football.
Okay. The Bruins, who are doing a masterful job this year, have 72 points, are 34, 6, 5, and 4. Wow. 72 points. The Leafs, 59 points at 28, 11, and 7. The Lightning, 57 points at 28, 13, and 1. The Panthers, 21, 20, and 4, 46 points. Sabres, 21, 19, and 2, 44 points. The Red Wings, 18, 17, 7, 43 points. The Senators, 19, 20, and 3, 41 points, pending outcome of the game, of course. And the Canadiens are 18, 23, and 3, 39 points. Wow. Hey, it's heating up, though, in the Metropolitan. The Hurricanes are 27, 9, and 8, 62 points. Devils right behind them by 28, 12, and 3, 29, 12, and 3, 61 points. Rangers not far behind, 57 points, 25, 13, and 7. Capitals 23, 16, and 6, 53 points. Penguins 50 points at 22, 15, and 6. Nothing happening there. Islanders 50 points at 23, 18, and 3. Flyers 18, 19, and 7, 43 points. And the Blue Jackets 13, 20, and 2, 28 points. Should I continue, or are you going to do the more play-by-play? Okay, I'll move on. The West.
Oh, what was that last question?
Are you? Did you want me to continue on, or were you going to do a play-by-play?
Oh yeah. Buccaneers are forced to punt 3 and out. Cowboys get it. 8:09 left. Just caught and then tackled immediately. Third quarter, continue.
Okay. To the Western Conference in the Central, the Jets 29, 14, and 1, 59 points. Also 59 points are the Stars at 26, 12, and 7. The Wild 24, 14, and 4, 52 points. The Avalanche 47 points at 22, 17, and 3. The Blues, 21-20-3, 45 points. The Predators, 44 points, 19-17-6. The Coyotes, 13-25-5, 31 points. And the Blackhawks, 11-26-4, 26 points. That's a nosedive in that division. Wow. And the Pacific, the Knights, even though they lost badly tonight, are still at 28-15-2, 58 points. Kraken, 56 points at 26-13-4. Also 56 points. The Kings, 25-15-6. The Flames, 21-14-9, 51 points. Also 51 points. The Oilers, 24-18-3. The Canucks, 18-22-3, 39 points. The Sharks, 13-23-9, 35 points. And the Ducks, 29 points at 12-27-5. All right, so we go to the schedule tomorrow, and it goes like this. Fairly easy schedule tomorrow, as it goes this way. The Jets will take on the Canadians at 7. Other games at 7 are the Ducks versus the Flyers. The Panthers take on the Leafs. The Wild take on the Capitals. 8 o'clock. Blue Jackets take on Predators. The Sabres take on the Avalanche at 8:30. 9 o'clock. The Red Wings take on the Coyotes, and the Kraken take on the Oilers. Over to the hardwood.
Commercial break, by the way. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, over the hardwood, because most of the games have ended, because today being the holiday is mostly afternoon games. We're back.
Yeah, there's that Schultz touchdown, a tight end, and then on 3rd and 6. Cowboys lead 24-0. Should have been 28-0. Third quarter, 8:09 left.
Yes.
Cowboys had it on just inside their own 22. Dak Prescott in the shotgun, one wide out to the right. Wide right. Ezekiel Elliott hands off, tries to go off right guard through traffic. I think he gets just outside the 25. It's got to be second down anyway.
All right.
2nd and 6, a gain of 4.
That's the
one wide out to the left.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Prescott, another shotgun snap, another handoff to Elliott,
Good,
and he's going to get the first
good.
down near the 35, down to the 34. 7:20 winding down left third quarter.
Okay. See if we can get a win here.
You're up 24-0.
Yeah, I know, but the way I've seen the playoff games so far this year, yeah, you know, anything can go wrong.
And Spot Track says he has missed 6 extra points career-wise, 133 out of 139 attempts. Pitch sweep to Ezekiel Elliott outside the 35, apparently down to the 38 for a gain of approximately 4 yards. It's going to be roughly second and roughly 6. Nope, 2nd and 7, they say.
Well, my colleagues were right. We do need a new field goal kicker, or a new kicker, period.
Yeah, to replace Brett Maher.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, he's just having a rough night. Other than that, before that, he was 133 out of 133 out of 135 going into tonight.
Yeah, but this is a playoff game, and you can't have that in a playoff. That's that can make or break you. It's one thing if you miss a couple in the regular season; it's a long season. But when it's winner or go home, you gotta make those extra points and field goals.
Yeah, extra points are still chip shots, even though they're from 33 yards out instead of 20.
Yeah. Well, I guess it does serve a disadvantage a little bit. You run it, okay.
3rd and 1, Pass to the left, first down. That's Schultz. A gain of 5, first down. 5:17 winding down third quarter. Cowboys are still moving that football down the field, near midfield now.
Yeah.
Down to their own 49-yard line, closer to Buccaneers territory.
Dalton is 95. Prescott is
Dalton Schultz with that
253
catch.
yards. 250 yards and 3 touchdowns for Prescott. I like it. Nice.
Under 5 minutes left.
Prescott
Prescott going to hand off to Pollard. Gets just barely into Buccaneer territory. Down apparently at roughly the 48-yard line for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. It is at the Buccaneer 48.
Winner plays.
That's a gain of 3.
Sunday night. Okay. Winner plays at San Francisco on Sunday. Okay, it's going to be a tough game.
Second and 7. Prescott
Oh, okay.
drops back from the pocket, throws complete, short side. Pollard.
Weak.
Third and 5 after a gain of 2.
Oh. Purdy is 332 yards. Wow. I say keep Purdy next year for the 49ers.
Yeah, they took good care of the Seahawks. Of course. 3rd and 5. Two wide out split left, one to the right. Prescott.
Pass the ball, stupid.
And then, he passed the ball. You got rid of it. It throws it out of bounds, incomplete. 4th and 5.
That's not what I was looking for.
And the Cowboys are forced to punt. The Buccaneers defense finally makes a stop. It's actually still a 3-possession game thanks to Brett Maher's 4 missed extra points.
Tilt.
Anger with the punt away.
Down
and
at okay.
And it's going to be down
that.
At the 5.
Down at the 5. Okay.
Joseph downs it either at the 5 or inside the 5, maybe at the 4.
Yep.
It's deep anyway.
Yes. Good. Okay. So, to continue on now with the NBA. The only game left on the schedule tonight is the Rockets and the Lakers. That's coming up in about, 6 or 7 minutes, give or take. Other games are already been completed. The Celtics over the Hornets, 130-118. Tatum had 51 points and 9 rebounds. Wow. Plumlee had 19 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. The Bucks over the Pacers, 132-119. McConnell had 29 points, 9 assists, and 3 steals. Holiday, 35 points, 11 assists. Yow. Cavaliers over the Pelicans, 113-103. Valanciunas had 22 points, 13 rebounds, and Garland had 30 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. Raptors beat the Knicks in overtime, but the Knicks could have won it, but they goofed. And the Raptors come away with a 123-121 win. Van Fleet had 33 points and 8 assists. Randall had 21 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 assists, ending their 3-game winning streak. Warriors over the Wizards, 127-118. Poole had 32 points and 7 rebounds. Former Knick, Kristaps Porzingis had 32 points. Oh, sure. Now you're doing good. Where were you when you were in the Knicks, you jerk? Yeah. Now, the Hawks over the Heat, 121-113. Jimmy Butler, 34 points. Murray, 28 points, 7 assists. The Jazz escaped the Timberwolves, 126-125. Kessler had 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 points. Edwards, 29 points and 3 steals. Wow. And finally, the Grizzlies beat up on the Suns, 136-106. Mikal Bridges had 21 points, 7 assists, and Bain had 28 points and 6 assists. So we'll check the schedule briefly because it's a light night in the NBA tomorrow, as the customary is on Tuesday.
And we're back.
The
Buccaneers have it 1st and 10. 3:09 left, third quarter. Tom Brady back on the field with his offensive unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the 5.
And
White takes it end around left for at least a gain of 2, maybe 3. Might
doesn't
have
get
reached
much.
the 8-yard line. And Kearse is limping.
Ooh.
Kearse, the Cowboys. Oh man, he's favoring his left knee.
Oh,
Stephon Diggs is looking into it.
never a good sign.
Javon Kearse.
Let's see here.
Oh, Barr fell down and bumped into Kearse's left knee. I hate to say it, but that was unavoidable.
Yeah. Probably. And definitely control booth.
There's Dan Quinn's second season as Cowboys defensive coordinator.
Yep. They Brown tore Achilles. Wow.
Torn Achilles, week 13 against the Colts. Yeah.
That's not good either.
No. Golston comes in. Van Der Esch, Parsons.
I was like the sound of this.
No. Brady in the shotgun snap. Pass bad away. And it's 3rd and 7. Incomplete. Parsons got 2 hands on it. Good pass rushing right there by the Cowboys front. Frontman. Oh, he got 1 hand on it. He's left-handed. Good. 3rd and 7. Brady in the shotgun. 2 left, 2 right, 1 back. Pass up the middle. Caught. First down. And the Buccaneers will take it to at least the 19, maybe the 20. White again. They have it on their own 19-yard line.
Still a ways to go.
Yep. Buccaneers. Brady throws plenty of time and protection. Throws caught. First down near the 35. Godwin.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, third quarter. To the 34. That's a gain of 15. See, we've seen how hundreds of times how resilient Brady is. Brady throws caught near outside the 40. Short of the first down this time, but
2nd and 3.
Yep. I think that was Godwin again. Down to the 42. They got to get to the 40, just inside the 45 to get the first down. Brady, the snap of the shotgun throws, caught at about the 48, 49-yard line. That's a first down. Brady's finally making some magic.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Cowboys, yes.
And Cowboy fans like
1
me.
left, 2 right, 1 back. Play fake. Throws caught short side. Gets past the 50 into Buccaneers territory, but down to the 48. That's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. "46 seconds left. Xavier Rhodes, the tackle for the Cowboys. Activated today from the Cowboys practice squad. He was signed initially to the Cowboys practice squad on January 7th of this year. And I believe the Buccaneers Hold on. No, that was a Cowboy. That was a Cowboy player down, but
Yeah.
I believe he's okay. He just comes off the sideline on his own power. Again, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Up
Oh,
under
wait,
his own
that's number
power.
92. Yep, he's okay. He'll come back.
That's a good sign. Armstrong.
Dorrance Armstrong, career high 8.5 sacks this season.
Yeah.
And that's second. That's second on the Cowboys. Second behind the leader in sacks on the team. 2nd and 7. Brady gets the snap, throws, almost intercepted by
All right.
Mukwamo. 3rd and 7. It's a pass breakup anyway. Yeah, I don't think it was a way he could have caught it anyway, but he got his hands on it to break the pass up. 3rd and 7, Brady snap shotgun, throws, caught, Evans again. To the 35, close to the 30, gets out of bounds at the 31. That's more than a first down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs got burned right there.
Should be the last play of the quarter.
They mark it at the 30. Brady in the snap with 5 seconds left. Brady throws deep in his own pocket, throws, caught. Is it a touchdown? Yes. They say yes. Jones. And they might have to look at this one. Julio Jones, a 30-yard touchdown reception to end the 3rd quarter. Question is, he bobbled it a little bit, but did he maintain possession? Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah.
To be the way I look at it, he maintained possession.
Yeah, he looked bobbled, but I think he had enough control.
Yeah, with 1 foot down and 1 knee down, that's a touchdown.
Going for 2, yeah.
And the Buccaneers are going to go for 2. 24-6 is the score.
Mathematically, it makes sense.
Yeah, the Buccaneers are going to try for 2 to end this quarter. Play fake.
Forget it.
He'll throws overthrown, incomplete, intended for Godwin. 2-point conversion attempt fails. To end the 3rd quarter. It's 24-6 Cowboys to end the 3rd quarter. Continue with your true sports report, please.
All right. NBA has a light schedule, as it does on Tuesdays usually. The Raptors will take on the Bucks at 7:30. That's a TNT game. The Nets take on the Spurs at 8. The Blazers take on the Nuggets at 9. And the Sixers take on the Clippers at 10. Also a TNT game. So we'll check the standings now, and they go like this. All right. In the Eastern Conference, the Celtics, yeah, of course, they're in front, 33-12, have a 4.5 game lead over the Nets at 27-15, and the Bucks also 4.5 back, but they're 28-16. The Sixers are in fourth at 5 back at 27-16. Cavaliers are 28-17, 5 back. The Knicks, all right, still a respectable 25-20, 8 games back, but very respectable. The Heat, 24-21, 9 back. The Pacers, 23-22, 10 back. 10.5 back are the Hawks at 22-22. The Bulls are 20-34, tied with the Raptors, 12.5 back. Wizards, 18-26, 14.5 back. The Magic, 16.5 back at 16-28. The Pistons, 12-35, 22 back. Sorry.
Yep.
And the Hornets, 11-34, also 22 back.
Oh, second to last.
Yes. To the West, the Nuggets are tied with the Grizzlies at 30-13. Pelicans 26-18, 4.5 back. The Kings 5.5 back at 24-18. The Mavericks 24-21, 7 back. The Clippers 23-22, 8 back. Warriors are 22 and 22, 8.5 back. The Jazz are 23 and 24, 9 back. Also 9 back are the Wolves at 22 and 23. The Blazers are 21 and 22, 9 back. Bring up the rear. The Thunder are 21 and 23, 9.5 back. The Suns 21 and 24, 10 back. The Lakers 19 and 24, 11 back. The Spurs 13 and 31, 17.5 back, and the Rockets 10 and 33, 20 back. Ugly as sin. Back we got more action.
Brady wanted to hold on that 2-point conversion attempt, but he didn't get it. Fourth quarter, start of the fourth quarter, 24-6 Buccaneers. Here's the kickoff. Cowboys are going to get the ball. Caught. And it's going to be a – now look at that guy go. Outside the 30, close to the 35. Turpin. That's a 35-yard return from 1 yard deep in the end zone to the 34-yard line. 34 plus minus 1 plus negative 1, or 34 minus 34 plus an extra yard is 35. First and 10. Trips to the right. Prescott one back. Gonna throw short side. Caught. Oh man, that's
down.
a first down. Oh, looked like a hole, to be honest, but no flag on the play. Look at Schultz hold his defender. Or
wasn't called.
No. Wow. If the Cowboys win here, they take up the winner of this game takes on the 49ers next week. Prescott going to hand off to Elliott up the middle into Buccaneers territory down at the 46. No, that's not Elliott. Anthony Elson makes the stop. Who the heck is number 20 for the Cowboys? Pollard, rather. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Tony Pollard. Here's Pollard. Tony Pollard again. Going to lose 1 yard. Third down.
One.
3rd and 7. It was on 2nd and 6. Buccaneers fans getting on their feet and making noise.
It's not their version of the terrible towel.
No. Trips to the left, one receiver right. Pollard back. Prescott in the shotgun.
Yes.
Drops back, quickly throws, caught. Gallup at the 35-yard line. More than enough for a first down. Gain of 12.
I don't fail us now.
Gallup took the slant route and it paid dividends. It fooled Murphy Bunting right over there. First and 10.
2 yards.
Cowboys
Wow.
at just outside the Buccaneer 35. Prescott going to hand off to Pollard up the middle. Finds a hole. Gets a first down inside the 25 at the 20 at just outside the 24. That's enough. That's just barely enough for a first down. Got at least a half extra yard there. The Cowboys continue to move the football down the field from left to right across the TV on ESPN. Tony Pollard, 15 rushes, 77 yards, 5.1 average. Prescott going to hand out to Elliott this time. Gets inside the 25 to the 23, maybe the 22. They'll mark him at the 23-yard line. 11:35 left to play and counting in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9, a gain of 1. Yeah. The original line of scrimmage was at the 24. Cowboys using up some clock as well. They're sticking to their run game. The way I've seen the Lions do it against the Jaguars on their final play of the game, a final drive, their last drive of the game. Prescott's being rushed, throws almost caught but incomplete. Had Schultz caught that would have been enough for a first down. That pauses the clock at 10:59 left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Cowboys. If the Buccaneers think of this, if the Buccaneers force a 4th down and a field goal attempt, Brett Maher is probably going to miss his field goal.
Yeah.
And there's Brett Maher jumping up and down on the sideline. There's Pollard. Makes the catch inside the 20 down to the 18. They need to get to just inside the 15-yard line. That's going to be 4th down coming up at about at least 3. They're going to call it 4th and 4. They're going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to go for it.
Gee, I wonder why.
Tell me about it. Now there's one wide out in motion, but one tight end to the left. 3 tight ends to the left.
Oh.
Prescott gonna throw and it's caught. Touchdown, Lamb.
Touchdown.
Wide open. Hello, Buccaneers defense. Wow, they got absolutely burned. CeeDee Lamb 18-yard touchdown reception, and it's 30-6 with 10:13 left to play, fourth quarter. Now the question is, do the Cowboys stick with Brett Maher as their extra point kicker, or do they go for 2?
I go for 2.
I guess so, yeah.
It's a miracle.
Oh, Brett Maher nails the extra point down the middle. Bronx cheer. Wow, finally.
Good old Raspberry.
Wow. It's 31-6. 31-6 instead of 30-6. Wow.
Bye-bye, Brady.
Yeah, he's gonna retire.
Ah.
Urinating Tree just Urinating Tree just tweeted, OMG, Brett Maher made a kick. 2 exclamation marks.
Yes, of course. All right.
All right, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so the Greek Freak is out for a 3rd straight game due to knee soreness, as the Bucks took on the Pacers earlier today. Giannis was listed as probable that, according to the injury report, and participating in pregame warmups, but head coach Mike Budenholzer, or like I say, Bulldozer, said he would not play in today's game and would miss the next 2 games. And miss the next game against the Heat. Budenholzer had not made a decision if Giannis will play against the Raptors tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see how he feels. My guess is he probably will not. All right. The NBA is in discussion to hold a preseason game in Africa as early as 2024 by BAL President Amadou Gallo, told ESPN. The league was involved in 3 exhibition games in Africa back in 2015, 17, 18 that featured top talent from NBA Africa and Team World. However, this would be the first time in a game that consisted of 2 NBA teams. That was always part of the plan, said Val, who spoke at the BAL Combine in Paris. Yes, they have a combine too, folks. The game there was held before the game that was held there before the crowds were incredible. I know this will happen. It's in their plans. Sources at the NBA told ESPN the league had yet to discuss where or when the games will be taking place that could be held as early as the 2024 preseason. The location of the games would likely be held at a venue that has already hosted the DAL games previously. Alabama men's basketball player, on second thought, I'll hold off because it's rather disturbing.
It's okay. Tell me.
Well, it
Oh,
involves a basketball player in Alabama.
oh, okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the game. Cowboys kick off from the left and right after scoring a touchdown and finally nailing an extra point, 1 for 5. Well, kickoff caught in the end zone, return to the 10, the 15, right about there. Man, there were three Buccaneers defenders just standing there, covering the wrong guy. And CeeDee Lamb just mocks their mascot spirit. 10:07 left. Brady in the shotgun snap, throws, caught, 20-yard line. Godwin gets to the 22. That's about it. The original line of scrimmage was 16, to be exact. In actuality.
Correct.
Yep. Looks like the Buccaneers aren't in too much of a hurry, and then Brady has to spike the football. It's 3rd and 3. Cowboys pass rush continues to strike. Pausing the clock at 9:34 left. Two wideout split left. Brady shotgun snap, throws, caught. Godwin first down, close to the 30-yard line. Got to get forward progress to the 29. In between the 29 and the 30. They have to get to in between the 39 and the 40 somewhere to get another first down. 9:10 left, fourth quarter. Brady backs way out of the pocket of a five-step drop. Throws, caught outside the 40 at the 43 for a first down. Conley for a gain of 13. Tom Brady is 25 out of 46 for 244 passing yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Brady steps for the 3 or 4 step drop, caught, got Conley again, another first down. That's even deeper. .36 left to play. That the Buccaneers are in Cowboy territory. Incomplete pass. Wait a minute. Let's check the replay. Oh, wait a minute. He only got 1 foot down, but then he went out of bounds. That's why they ruled it incomplete. Yeah, he only got one foot and knee down. That's not enough.
Nope, not in the pros. In college, yes. NFL, no.
Looks like the Buccaneers are going to challenge it. Challenge the ruling on the field, which is initially an incomplete pass.
That figures.
Continue with your report. Oh, it's a catch. Wait a minute. It's a catch.
Was afraid of that. That's what I thought. All right, so we'll continue on. He's looking a little. He's looking a little dazed. Oh, never mind. Ray just looks old. 264 yards with 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Brady stays in the pocket, throws, caught
Uh,
to his tight end. That's going to be Otten. First down. Play 15 yards gain on that play. To the 22. 9 rushes, 48 passes. Oh, play selection. Oh, yeah. Oh, yards. Wait a minute. In this drive, Jones with a catch gets close to somewhere close to a first down at about the 15. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Julio Jones, 4 catches, 51 receiving yards, 12.8 average, 1 touchdown tonight. Down to the 16-yard line. Buccaneers have to get to the Cowboy 12-yard line. 2 wideouts right, 1 back, 1 in motion. Brady shotgun snap. Pump fakes, throws, caught. Inside the 10, on to the 5, to the 2-yard line. First and goal. 7:20 left and counting. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts left. Question is, will it be too late for the Buccaneers?
I hope so.
The Buccaneers are not even calling a timeout. Brady throws left side incomplete, near left side incomplete.
Strike 1.
7:02 left. Got 3 downs to go. You're down 31-6, and you're trying to catch up late. You don't have much time left if you're Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Or Fournette.
Leonard Fournette standing on the sideline. 5 rushes, 11 yards, 2.2 average. That's it. Evans in motion to the right. Brady shotgun snap. Stays in the pocket. Throws up the middle. Almost intercepted and then almost caught by Jones. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. Pausing the clock at 6:57 left in the 4th quarter. He was throwing in 1-man coverage.
Unbelievable. At the 2, they can't get it in.
Looked like he overthrew Godwin.
Yeah.
But Brady should be thankful that Cowboy defender didn't catch it. But that Buccaneer, Jones had it in his fingertips as well for Tampa Bay. Brady shotgun snap on 3rd down, and he's going to get sacked outside the 10 at the 11.
Yes.
And the Buccaneers are not even bothering to call a timeout. Fourth and goal. Buccaneers have to go for it. But Brady on 4th down gets away from 2 men, throws incomplete. He avoided a sack, but he couldn't. There's nothing he would have done anyway. Cowboys football on downs.
Yeah.
With 6:20 left in the 4th quarter. Yep, first down, Dallas Cowboys. I think that should pretty much be all she wrote right there. Pretty much seal this thing.
Yeah.
Cowboys are apparently on their way to the West Coast, from coast to coast.
Okay, now for that disturbing story of the day. Alabama's men's basketball player Darius Miles and another man were charged with a capital murder charge in connection with an early morning shooting near the campus that killed a 23-year-old woman. Tuscaloosa captain Jack Kennedy said the shooting occurred at the strip of University Boulevard near the campus. He said Jamala Harris of Birmingham was shot and killed. Miles Forward and Michael Lynn Davis were charged with capital murder. The capital murder charge arose because the death involved shots fired into a vehicle. Oh boy. Like I said, disturbing. That is something that, we wish would have happened. Ugh. At the first day of the Australian Open, Nick Gregorius was forced to withdraw 24 hours ahead of his match versus Roman Suflin due to a knee injury that will require arthroscopic surgery of the worst kind. Oh boy. Gregorius is Australia's top male player. Called a news conference during day one of the tournament to announce that an MRI scan revealed a small cyst and a small tear in his meniscus. It's brutal, Gregorius said. Australia, this is my home tournament in Australia. And winning the tournament in doubles last year, he's playing my best tournament in over a year, and all I can do is play my best to come back. He also won in doubles last year as well. 6:20 to go. Oh boy, this is getting really, really good for the Cowboys and really bad for the Bucks. That's all I can say about that. Okay.
I got some news on Tigers color commentator Jack Morris on Valley Sports Detroit. They parted ways with him. I'm getting a source from one of my associates, Matthew Hutchinson. They offered him back a more limited schedule and less money, but he wanted that to not start until after June, and they said they want it all season. His son is a senior in high school and trying to get into college for more money.
Right.
And Valley Sports is losing in general a lot of money. So him not resigning isn't a total loss to them. He parted amicably, but he said he could be back next year in 2024.
Okay.
I actually thought they let him go because his insensitive accent remark on Shohei Ohtani.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said be very, very careful, except like in a Japanese accent.
Right.
On the airwaves. So he was suspended. Oh, wait, that was in 2021, wasn't it? Oh, wait a second. That's not, so it had nothing to do, it actually had nothing to do with, it might not have had anything to do with Jack Morris. Yeah, that was 2021. That was not last year.
Right.
Wow. Yep, you're right.
Time flies.
Yeah, that was a report from it was publicly reported by the Detroit News Tigers beat writer Chris McCoskey. In other words, who Jeff Moss labels as other Detroit sports rag, Officer Bar Brady. Got that from South Park.
Of course.
4:43 left to play. Fourth quarter. Cowboys lead 31-6. This game has already been sealed. Buccaneers get the ball back on a punt. Brady got a handoff up the middle, inside the 45, close to the first down to the 43-yard line. Jack Morris is 67 years old.
Oh, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Brady, 2 wideouts, split left, and he fumbles the snap, but picks it back up and throws incomplete. He got tackled down by got ankle tackled by the ankle tackle as he threw. He took his eye off the ball, off the football, and as a result, he dropped it. Can't do that. No. Human error. Armstrong is down again. Second time tonight.
This time looks to be more serious.
Yeah. Petrie will take on a larger role. Craig Monroe.
Yeah.
Craig Monroe had been usually mostly will take over Morris's workload in the analyst chair alongside play-by-play announcer Matt Shepard. So neither the Tigers nor Bally Sports Detroit immediately confirmed the news. Reached via email, Bally's Senior Vice President and General Manager Greg Hammerin politely declined comment. Here's a handoff, first down, and around left to at least the 35. Gage Jr. Brady at the snap on 1st and 10. Throws caught close to the first down. That's Evans. Yeah, it looks like the Buccaneers aren't going to bother calling a timeout. 2nd and 1. Clock keeps winding down to about 3.5 to play. And so on and so forth. Throws incomplete on the left near side. Pausing clock. 3:24 left, fourth quarter. 3rd and 1. Looks like the Buccaneers, as I was going to say, have waved the white flag.
Brady's had a good night, though.
Yep. Up the middle, White, first down, inside the 20. One left, 2 right. Brady gets the snap and the shotgun throws, dropped incomplete. Gage, the intended receiver. 2:58 left to play, fourth quarter. Here's an interesting paragraph here. His old school versus new school discussions, polarizing at times to the viewership, could be entertaining and useful. Bally Sports Detroit suspended Morris for 3 weeks in August of 2021 after Morris' usual was perceived to be a racist accent while talking about Los Angeles Angels star Shohei Ohtani when he was getting ready to bat, and he was intentionally walked by the way. Gage drops another pass. 4th down and 1. Oh, 3rd and 10 rather. Ouch. Wow. And Gage is down. 2:55 left to play, fourth quarter, commercial break. But
okay.
Morris apologized on the air, and Ohtani said he was not offended. That's what I remember. I'm still shocked that Otani said he was not offended. But continue.
For the second straight game, the Lakers could not close out a game in the clutch. And for that second straight game, the Lakers were left limiting a foul they believe was not called affected the outcome of the game. After the loss to the Sixers, Russell Westbrook claimed that Sixers center Joel Embiid grabbed his arm on the Lakers' final offensive possession when the Lakers guard was attempting a potential game-winning layup with 3 seconds left. I was trying to get my hand up, Westbrook explained afterward. I could not get my hand to shoot because Embiid was grabbing it. Oh boy. Westbrook showed a small group of reporters a screen. Oh, so the screen. Okay, hold on. Ugh, stupid people. A screenshot, I should say, on his cell phone that appeared to show Embiid's left hand clutching his right wrist as the former MVP started to dribble down the basket. Oh, back.
Yeah, Gage looks severely injured.
The last thing we need.
Well, the last thing the Buccaneers need.
Well, I mean, in general, because of what happened a few weeks ago with DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah. Oh, that was that was 2 weeks ago.
But yeah. I know, but still, you wouldn't want to see another injury like that to happen.
No, it's 2:55 left in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys already have this wrapped up. They could be declared the winners if this game was stopped.
Oh boy.
It's a playoff game. It should be counted, even if it wasn't completed.
Yeah, especially, because it's in the fourth quarter, late in the game. They're getting the stretcher out now. Hard to say.
I still think they're going to continue the game, to be honest, because it's not a collapse.
Yeah.
But back to on another commercial break.
So the box score was awarded to Sixers forward George Niang with a block on Westbrook's shot attempt with 3 seconds left, and Embiid, a defensive rebound with only a second left, was corralled and loose ball. Loose ball. Embiid did not agree on Westbrook's take. But then again, what else is new? That loose ball before the buzzer sounded. I don't think I fouled him, Embiid said. Physical play on both sides. You could have called it a foul on the other end, but it goes both ways. Yeah, says you. Yeah, Embiid's a jerk. All right, Ben Simmons was a late scratch. Hold on, I'm back, I think. I think we're back. Russell Gage. Oh.
Yeah, now the entire team, Buccaneers team, is gathering around. This can't be. Again, 2:55 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Again, he looks severely injured.
Yeah.
Jaguar Gator 9 at tweeted, "Isn't it an exaggeration to call the Buccaneers the worst playoff team of all time?" 13 minutes ago. 8-10 record, horrible coaching, one of the worst running games in NFL history. A quarterback who looks washed. 1982 Browns and 1969, like Houston Oilers, are the only playoff teams I can think of being this bad. Hang on a minute. Praying for Russell Gage. Sports Illustrated at SI Now tweeted.
Sobering moment here with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Turned into a blowout win in here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Man. So some of the Buccaneers players are being ordered to return back to their sideline. Man.
Okay.
And they head to yet another commercial break.
Quite an area. So Ben Simmons was a late scratch yesterday in their loss to the Thunder due to soreness in his back. Head coach Jacques Vaughn did not think that Simmons would need an MRI on his back and is hopeful that this setback will not keep him out for very long. The Nets begin a 5-game road trip starting with the Spurs tomorrow. He went through warm-ups and felt tightness, Vaughn reported. And that was the report that he got. I had them listed as a late scratch. He will be on the road trip and hopefully only miss one game. One can only hope about that. Simmons has missed 11 games so far this season with multiple injuries and had back surgery over the summer and has struggled to find a rhythm. He had 13 rebounds and 9 assists in Friday's loss to the Celtics, but never scored a point at all and was over 3 from the field. I should say on the court, that is. Vaughn said after Saturday's practice that his players were in good shape minus Kevin Durant with an MCL sprain. Oh, I'll be right back.
Oh, they're going to continue the game. Brady going to throw up the middle, and it's caught by Jones inside the 15, about the 13-yard line. 4th down. Yeah, if the Cowboys get it back on downs, it's over. Well, they still have a 2-minute warning. Both teams each have 3 timeouts left. Brady throws, caught. It's going to be a first down inside the 10, inside the 9 to the 8.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a Brady pass caught for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yeah, too little, too late. Brate. Cameron Brate, 8-yard touchdown reception.
I didn't even give off for the 2-minute warning.
Right. But here's an interesting stat going into this game. The Cowboys have been 0-8 in the postseason since 1993 going into this game.
I know.
You saw it? You read that too?
I lived through it.
Yep. Buccaneers go for 2 with 2:04 left. And they connect. Brady connects with Evans in the end zone. 2-point conversion successful. 31-14. Cowboys. 2:04 left. The Buccaneers may try an onside kick just for the heck of it.
Yeah. But 8 out of 10 times it's not successful.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 times.
That's about right, I think.
Well, it depends on whether you come up with a good play call and execute it. It always depends.
I'm just thinking on average.
Yeah. So the Buccaneers are going to try the onside kick from right to left. They're going to kick it from their own 35. They must travel 10 yards. And it's dropped, and it's a fumble. Who's got it? 2-minute warning. One Buccaneer player says they have it. Two Buccaneers players say they have it, and the Buccaneers have it.
Oh, I don't believe it.
It's a 3-possession game with only 2 minutes left. Brown fumbles it.
Hour commercial. Okay. So, Vaughn said after Saturday's practice that most of these players were in good shape, minus Kevin Durant with an MCL sprain. But Vaughn indicated that Simmons' late scratch is a reminder of how tricky his back can get. Guard Kyrie Irving remains confident the Nets can continue to win despite the absence of Durant, who after last year's injuries really dug the Nets in. Oh boy. It was not a good day for college basketball favored teams on Saturday, as it was upsets galore, as 11 ranked teams in the top 25 on Saturday lost and tied a record dating back to January 29th of 2011. 9 of 11 teams lost around the road and 2 against ranked opponents. 5th ranked Tennessee, 9th ranked Arizona lost to Oregon, 11th Kansas State lost to 17th TCU. Iowa State, Kansas State, Arkansas, at Vandy, Wisconsin, Indiana, Miami, at Providence, and Creighton at Florida, San Diego State against New Mexico, and number 24, Duke at Clemson. Oh boy, that's ugly. Some losses impact conference races. The Badgers have lost 3 straight after starting 3-0. In the Big Ten, Arizona falls to 4-3, and in the Pac-12, and Providence at 6-1 lost to Xavier in the Big East. Clemson leads Duke, who falls to 4-3 in ACC play. The downward trend continued yesterday as 6th-ranked UConn lost to St. John's, who was not ranked. Oh boy. The Clippers could be getting back Paul George soon from his injury. The bad news is they could be without John Wall for 2 weeks. Okay. Clippers ruled out George with a right hamstring. Marcus Morris Sr. with a left knee contusion. And Luke Kennard, right calf, and Wall out with an abdominal injury. George and Kennard and Morris are listed as day-to-day. I'll be right back.
All right, back to action. 2 minutes left. Buccaneers on their own 49-yard line after recovering an onside kick. Brady's going to throw deep and downfield. Got a man. Oh, almost caught by Evans. Just a little bit out of reach. Off his hands and incomplete. With 1:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. Got to change the banner here. Change this here. So it's, Brady's going to throw, caught, first down inside, hit to at least the 40. They needed the 41. The Buccaneers still have all 3 of their timeouts left. They're down 3 possessions. Or 2.5, may I say. And there's a throw deep, one-man coverage incomplete. That was almost intercepted. That looked like it was almost picked. Almost intercepted. 1:29 left, fourth quarter. Otten and Van Der Esch both collided. They're both okay. Brady drops back, gets sacked. Nice. Third down. Micah Parsons. And now the Buccaneers called their first charge timeout. .122 left to play in the fourth quarter. Still 31-14 Cowboys. Buccaneers are trying frantically to catch up. Here's a pass caught by Jones. Gets inside the 40 to the 35. If the Buccaneers score yet again, they'll have to try another onside kick. Second timeout called by the Buccaneers. Only one timeout remaining for Tampa Bay. Prescott, first Cowboys quarterback with 300-plus passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns in a playoff game. First Cowboy ever in a postseason.
Nice.
And looks like on 4th and 6, it's tipped and incomplete. Cowboys take over on downs, and that should seal it now.
Yeah, it looks
With
that way,
108 left to play. 108 left to play in the fourth quarter. Buccaneers only have one timeout left. Cowboys seal this thing.
All right.
So the Cowboys can take like 3 knees. There's knee 1 of 3 by Dak Prescott. They'll take 2 more knees. Two more knees. And then that should wrap the game up officially.
Yes.
Get a major close-up of Dak Prescott and his offensive unit going into the victory formation. Oh yeah, only 1 more knee, not 2 more, not 2 more, not 2 more, not 2 more, not 2 more. But anyway, final score: Cowboys 31 and the Buccaneers 14. Cowboys head to San Francisco to take on the 49ers Sunday at 6:30 on Fox.
Good luck.
That should be an interesting
This game.
Goliath versus Goliath matchup.
Yes.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
Goliaths going at it. So
Yes.
so yeah. Finish your report, you victorious one.
Thank you. All right. So Wall won't be evaluated for 2 weeks after suffering the injury after throwing a dunk in the fourth quarter. George missed his 5th straight game with a hamstring injury that kept him out for 7 games earlier this season. Kennard missed 4 straight games with a calf injury that kept him out for 9 games this season. Coach Ty Lue will turn to former point guard Reggie Jackson to take over Wall. Jackson fell out of the rotation after Lute insisted Terrence Mann into the starting lineup Okay. Rockets guard Jalen Green and forward Sean Tate were banned 1 game for leaving the bench during altercation with the Sacramento Kings. By the league announcement. The incident occurred in the 4th when the Kings, in their loss to the Kings, Garrison Matthews fouled Malik Monk of the Kings, and both were in pursuit of the loose ball. Matthews was fined $35,000 for starting the altercation and taunted Monk. Houston forward Tyree Eason for escalating the situation and made contact with an official. Monk was fined $25 for continuing the altercation and taunting Matthews. All three players received technical fouls and were ejected. Green and Tate did serve their suspension against the Clippers yesterday. Still, you're an idiot. All right. The Seattle Kraken, who are only in their second season, became the first team in league history to complete a 7-game road trip without a loss, defeating the Blackhawks. Well, then again, it was the Blackhawks. Extended the winning streak to 8 games that date back to a win on New Year's Day against the Islanders, and continue as they embarked on a 7-game, 13-day road trip. The 8-game winning streak is the longest in their short history, and the second time this season they have won at least 7 in a row. The first was from November 19th to December 1st. The Kraken are averaging 3.66 goals this season, ranking them third in the league. A year ago, they were only 2.6 and 28 out of 32 teams. Well, what do you expect from a first-year team anyway? Come on. The Kraken averaged 4.83 goals in their first 6 games of the trip, including 18 goals in the first 3 games. Jared McCann scored a hat trick, and Marty Benners, who will represent the Kraken at the All-Star game, leads all rookies with 17 goals this season. Wow. Detroit Mercy, a school that most of you have never heard of, made history. And here's how it was happening. With a minute left in the first half, and a win over Robert Morris, which I am familiar with, Anthony Davis dribbled in place, shifted to his left, and shot a three-pointer over T.J. Wainwright. Davis set a Division I school record with his 510th three-point shot, surpassing Fletcher Maggie's record of 509. Davis made 11 three-point shots with 41 points, and now has 513 three-pointers made. Davis also was third in scoring with 3,232 points. Maple Leaf star Austin Matthews took part in a morning skate and played last night against the Bruins. Matthews has been dealing with an injury and missed 2 previous games, the Leafs won in his absence, but the offense was weak as they only managed 3 goals. Head coach Sheldon Keefe said that Matthews' ailment has been bothering him for a while, and Matthews concurred with his coach in his media availability. Matthews, who skated on his own on Saturday, had an official day off, has 20 goals and 47 points this season, 1 year removed from winning the Hart Trophy, which is the NHL version of the MVP. All right, the Lakers hosted a pair of free agents, Myers Leonard and DeMarcus Cousins, for a workout on Saturday, according to Coach Darvin Ham. They both looked great, said Ham, after the practice. Whether or not they were able to do something is a different story. Leonard last played in 2021. He was suspended in March for using a slur while playing a video game during a live stream. He spent most of the offseason rehabbing his shoulder and ankle injuries that have occurred over the past 2 seasons. Cousins signed with Lakers in 2020, but never played after suffering an injury in a summer pickup game. He was cut by the Lakers in the 2019-20 season, the year they won the title, but still was awarded a ring. He last played for the Nuggets, averaged 8.9 points per game and 5.5 rebounds. Well, that's. The Spurs set a new attendance record for the largest crowd to attend an NBA game in regular season, as they had 68,323 at the Alamo Dome. The Spurs returned to their former home to celebrate the 50th anniversary. Their 50th anniversary, that is. Wow. 50 years. Spurs Hall of Famer David Robertson announced the official attendance in the third quarter. The Spurs have set the standard for the league, said Robinson. Previous record was 62,046 back in March of 1998 when the Bulls faced the Hawks. It was awesome, said Stephen Curry, to acknowledge their 50-year history and all the great moments and championships that went to the organization. The bad news is they got clobbered by the Warriors, coming off their two-game losing streak. Curry scored 15 points in 23 minutes, his second game back from a shoulder injury. Others on hand, besides Robinson, were Becky Hammond, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili. A video tribute of Steve Kerr was shown before the game. Kerr won 2 championships as a player. They played the video and introduced me to get and got an ovation from 68,000 people. That was something special. The Spurs now play their home games at the AT&T Center, but return to the Alamo for the 50th anniversary celebration. Unfortunately, they have much to celebrate this season as they're now 13 and 29 of the year so far. So, yeah, I guess I get that. Golden Knights captain Mark Stone is week to week after leaving Thursday's game with an upper body injury. Oh, boy. Stone went to the locker room late in the first period in their win over the Panthers and did not return to the game. It's tough when a captain goes down, said Sarah Jack Eschel, formerly of the Sabres. I think everyone knows what it means to be on our group, on and off the ice. Stone has 17 goals and 38 points for the night so far. Yeah, not good. Okay, and talk about a series of miscues. A non-call and a potential game winner for the Lakers in the first OT period was one of 7 missed calls in the final 2 minutes of the fourth, as in 2 overtimes back on Friday's game between the Mavericks and the Lakers, according to the 2-minute report. James' shot attempt came with 2.8 seconds left in a tie game in the first overtime. According to the report, Mavericks forward Christian Wood made contact with LeBron's left arm before blocking the shot. And the illegal contact affected James' shot attempt. After the block, according to the report, officials should have whistled Luka Doncic for a loose ball connecting with Winnie Gabriel's arm. The Lakers most upset after Thursday's game. Lakers guard Tony Brown shot at the end of regulation when Tim Hardaway Jr. made contact with Brown's shooting hand and was corrected by the league's report. According to the report, Hardaway contested Brown's shot attempt and made contact with the ball. The high five contact was considered incidental, according to the report. Yeah. More than a year after an ACL tear occurred, Cavaliers guard Rick Rubio made his return to the court and staged a comeback against the Blazers. Playing on a minute's restriction, Rubio saw 10 minutes of action off the bench, scoring 9 points and was 3 for 5 shooting on 3 rebounds. Rubio's teammates were glad to see him return, as was a key part in the fast start last season, but was traded to the Pacers during his rehab before returning to the Cavaliers as a free agent, citing the team's chemistry was a reason to come back. An offseason trade also reunited Rubio with Donovan Mitchell for the first 2 seasons of his career as he was with the Utah Jazz. Congratulations on that. All right. LeBron is on his way to surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record sooner rather than later. He is on pace to play his 19th All-Star game, the league announced back on Thursday, as he remains the top vote getter in the league. This would tie Jabbar with 19 All-Star appearances. Kobe Bryant and LeBron has made 18 appearances. At last check, LeBron was 423 points away from the scoring record. That is now down from the report. James gathered 4,825,029 votes entering the voting, putting him in position for team captain for the 6th straight year. Despite a knee injury, Kevin Durant is second with over 4.5 million. The top 3 frontcourt players and 2 top guards will be named the starters, with the league overall vote getters in each conference being named team captains. James is first in the West, followed by Nikolai Jokic of the Nuggets, and Anthony Davis is third. Durant is first in the East, followed by the Greek Freak, Jason Tatum, and Joel Embiid. I will never know. Mm-hmm. And for you tennis fans out there, Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal are placed on the opposite halves of the Australian Open bracket. The draw announced back on Thursday, meaning the owners of 43 Grand Slam titles would not be able to meet until the final, assuming they both reach it. Dvorak is a 9-time Australian champion, makes his return to the hard court after missing last year after his visa was revoked and was deported from the country after not being vaccinated. Oh boy, here we go. He also could not compete in the 2022 U.S. Open for the same reasons. Dvorak begins his quest for a 10th Australian Open title as he faced Roberto Baena. The tournament has already begun, started yesterday. But the main focus of the men's side is going to be facing British player Jack Draper, who was a semi-finalist in the Next Gen Championships in November, and also played in another international tournament that happened on Sunday. Nadal is the men's leader with 22 Grand Slam singles titles, one more than the Joker himself. Yeah. And just a quick check to see if I have anything else worth mentioning here. Yeah, boy. Okay. Yep. Congratulations, Gerald. We got it. Been a long time coming. Okay, so while some have questioned the future of Lamar Jackson outside the Ravens facility, his teammates strongly supported the quarterback after their final meeting of the season yesterday. A day after the heartbreaking loss to the Bengals, and it was heartbreaking, they expressed optimism that Jackson will return for the 2023 season. He did everything possible in his return after having a knee injury. Jackson's contract situation is the big surprise, a big storyline for the Ravens, and perhaps the entire NFL. Okay, the Ravens can resume those negotiations on a long-term deal after suspending talks at the start of the season. Former Saints coach Sean Payton said without question that he would coach the Texans next season. Payton said today that he heard on the herd, meaning Colin Cowherd, that he will meet in Houston. The Broncos, Panthers, and Cardinals also requested permission from the Saints, who won the 2009 Super Bowl with them. Any team that hires Payton would have to compensate with the Saints, who holds the rights to the end of the 2024 season. You knew there was a catch. He stepped away from the job in 2021, 3 years into his 5-year deal. Payton said that General Manager Mickey Loomis already discussed what the compensation would be. The compensation pick would be mid to late first round, Payton said. Each team has different selections, and it could be a future pick, but you might have to throw in something a little extra. And the Bengals, well, good news is they won, but the bad news is they suffered a setback as left tackle Johan Williams dislocated his left kneecap in last night's victory over the Ravens, said Coach Zach Taylor. Williams went down in the second quarter in their wildcard win over the Ravens. He was first listed as questionable early on, and then in the second before he being ruled out and did not play for the rest of the game. course. Taylor did not indicate if Williams would be available for next week's divisional game against the Bills. Taylor said right now it's hard to tell. The Bengals finished off their division rivals with 3 reverse linesmen in the starting spots. 2020 second-round pick Jackson Carman was active only for the 4th game of the season, and he finished at left tackle. He practiced a lot at the guard position this year, and thought, given the opportunity against a tough defensive line, I thought he handled it pretty well. And from what I saw, he did. Okay, not surprised about this story here, and I think most college football fans would agree. Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud will skip his senior season to declare himself eligible for the NFL draft in April. Oh, what a shock. Stroud is projected to be a top 5 pick, that according to ESPN. He will compete with Bryce Young of Alabama and Will Levis of Kentucky for the top quarterback spot to be taken. By going to the NFL and becoming a potential top 5 pick, he is guaranteed to earn $35 million in his first contract. Stroud, a 2-time finalist for the Heisman, is 21-4 as a starter and holds 16 school records for passing and total offense. He has been the most dynamic players of the game in the past 2 years. He finished his college career with 85 touchdown passes and 12 interceptions. Interesting. Bucs center Ryan Jensen was activated off the injured list and was eligible to play against the Cowboys tonight in the wildcard matchup. The Bucs had till 4 p.m. today to activate Jensen, who was on day 19 of his 21-day window, for him to be eligible to play. Jensen returned to practice on December 28th and was moving around well. The final hurdle came on Friday as he was cleared for contact. A source confirmed that Jensen had multiple ligaments to his knee, including his ACL, at the beginning of camp. The injury forced him to miss all of the regular season. Yeah. All right. Daniel Jones made history, prompting his running back to label him as elite. Jones became the first NFL quarterback to have 300 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns and rushing for 70 yards at least in a playoff game. He's finally doing something right. He was so dominant in his playoff debut, leading the Giants on a game-winning drive in the 4th quarter to beat the Vikings. It convinced running back Saquon Barkley that Jones is an elite quarterback. Jones, who was a free agent at the end of this season, went 24 for 35, passing for 305 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Vikings. He added 78 yards on 17 carries as the Giants won their first playoff game in over a decade. The Giants had questions about Jones at the start of the season as they declined his 5th-year option of his rookie contract. He would have to prove that he was a franchise player. Jones has done that. He checked off every box, stayed healthy, eliminated a turnover problem, and played well in key spots, and adds a playoff win to his resume. Padres signed 16-year-old catcher, that's right, 16 years old, Ethan Sales of Venezuela, to a signing bonus of $5.6 million on the first day of the international signing period. Sales, a left-handed hitter, is the younger brother of Marlins prospect. Is a Marlins prospect organization. His brothers have baseball in their blood, as their father Jose played in the Braves organization. Their uncle George played with the Blue Jays organization, and their grandfather, also named George, played with the Royals and Astros organizations. In other developments, the Nationals signed outfielder Elian Sato, younger brother of Padres outfielder Juan Sato, who came to the Padres in a blockbuster trade back in August. Oops, that's McCaffrey. Okay. Well, another tragic story from Georgia, as an offensive lineman, Devin Woolock, and a recruiting staff member were killed in a car accident yesterday morning in Athens. Will Willock, a sophomore from Milford, New Jersey, started 2 games this season, and the offensive line recruiting staff member Chandler LaCroix was also killed. 2 other members were also injured in the accident. Yeah, great from my area too. Ugh. First baseman Trey Mancini signed a 2-year deal with the Chicago Cubs, where he can opt out after a year. Mancini has spent his entire career with the Orioles before being traded to the Astros last summer, where he was a part-time player during their World Series run. Yuck. He struggled with the Astros, batting only 176 in 165 at bats, with 18 home runs between both teams, and made a defensive play at first in the World Series. A week after winning the World Series, the Astros declined his $10 million option in favor of Mancini for a $250,000 buyout. He hit 238 with 18 home runs and 63 RBIs. Mancini is likely to see time at first as a DH after signing Eric Hosmer this week. Here, the Los Angeles Chargers have a new name now. They're called the Los Angeles Chokers. Gee, I wonder what that's supposed to mean.
They blow a 27-0 lead.
Yeah, of course. That was posted up on a Facebook site. Can't blame them enough for that. All right, so Dolphins starting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa says he expects to be back for 2023. Should the Dolphins upset the Bills, which they did not, Tua would have been clear from concussion protocol and work his way back to the field. But regardless of the Walker game against the Bills, throughout Miami's postseason, the Dolphins have been pleased with his development this season under first-year coach Mike McDaniel. Medical professionals also are confident that Tua should be able to resume his playing career next season. Teddy Bridgewater was questionable with a finger injury and was expected to be active against the Bills, but would serve as a backup to Skylar Thompson. Tua has been in concussion protocol since December 26th, with his second concussion a day before the loss to the Packers. He had not been able to resume his football activities due to the amount of time he's missed, as Coach McDaniel ruled them out for yesterday's game. Yeah, well. And speaking of epic collapses, we had one, of course, on Saturday, as the Chargers had no business losing the game, but ended up on the sideline and watched Jaguars kicker Riley Patterson drill a 36-yard field goal to pulling up the comeback. And I don't know about you, but I was shocked myself. I'm hurting for everyone, said Chargers coach Brandon Stanley say after the loss. The Bolts, as they're called, intercepted Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence 4 times in the first half. They won the turnabout 5-0, but saw a 27-0 lead vanish, and then came to an end just like that. Their season went down the toilet. This was tough because we really had to think highly of this team, and that's a special group in the locker room, said Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert. They deserved better and did not go our way. This was the 3rd largest comeback in playoff history and 5th largest comeback overall in the league. Wow, just unthinkable. And finally, Joe Burrow says he wants to spend his entire career in Cincinnati and nowhere else. In an interview with NBC before yesterday's game against the Ravens, Burrows emphasized his desire to play with the Bengals, a team that drafted him alongside coach Zach Taylor. Burrow, who was drafted first in 2020, will be able for a contract extension in the offseason.
His Bengals will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
the upcoming
That
weekend.
game was, yeah, that game was something. Uh,
Yeah.
to be able to still, And finally, was the Brock Purdy show yesterday as he scored 4 touchdowns, 3 passing and 1 rushing, and handled the Seahawks in the wildcard game. Purdy picked up where he left in the regular season and shook off playoff jitters as he won a 6th straight start since replacing Jimmy Garoppolo in Week 13. The Niners now head to the divisional round next week, and it has now been determined as the Bucs lost and now face the Cowboys. Okay, this is going to be fun. Purdy threw 333 yards, second only to Russell Wilson with 383 yards, despite the loss to the Falcons. All right, I'll end it there. I'll turn it back over to you.
All right. Our next episode, which is episode 34, Sunday at 10 p.m. We're apparently gonna recap Cowboys and 49ers and go over the rest of the NFL playoffs
Yes.
and talk about pretty much everything else in your True Sports Report. But until then, I'm Taylor Phillips and he's Louis Tenore. This has been True Sports episode 33. Talk to you Sunday at 10 p.m. for episode 34. Ta-ta for now. Hit him with a hind.
Good night, folks.